Granddaddy's pal. I come from a very small town in Southern Virginia. It's not far from either KY or TN, and ghost stories are seemingly not something people believe in. My mother and father divorced when I was 12 or 13, and my mother and her new husband at the time purchased a seemingly old house, one of the oldest standing houses in town. It was gorgeous on the outside and in. The boards would creak here and there, but overall it was great. We loved it. It had a huge yard, a small balcony, and was across the street from where we played ball every year. She had a rent-to-own agreement with someone who she had worked with who had since retired. We moved in and everything was normal. Nothing out of the ordinary happened at first. I had a room at the top of the stairs where the balcony was. My brother was down the hall to the left and my mother was across from him, and there was a spare bed across the way from me. The basement was in the same small room where the laundry stuff was kept. It was just a door that no one ever used. It was terrifying day and night, so it remained closed. All that was down there was some coal and spare wood if we ever needed it. Flash forward, I have always had the habit of staying up late, and all we had was a desktop downstairs to play on right by the TV in our living room, next to a foyer, and straight from there the basement. I would play on it, jamming out to slip, not usually to the point where I couldn't hear anything around me. More times than I could count I would feel like I was being watched. I would be so scared I wouldn't turn around. I would look into the window hoping I wouldn't see anyone, which I never did. Later on down the line, we had koi fish the couple before us had left that stayed outside in a small pond. We took care of them, but suddenly they were dead. No explanation. Sometimes I would be left alone in the house when my family would go to games or work late. I would be in my room, door shut, TV on, and hear my name by a female voice. My mama has a distinct southern accent. She couldn't hide it if she tried, but I keep hearing a female southern accent saying my name. Thinking she's home, I look downstairs and no one. No person, no voice, nothing. Just a bunch of Yorkies looking at me like I'm an idiot. The same thing would happen, always at night when she was home. I would hear it, walk out, and nothing. I would ask her what she wanted, and she would claim she hadn't said a word. Even after everyone was in bed, all I would hear was my name being called, until I got so frustrated I was fuming by having to get up from the TV to see what I thought my mother wanted to find she was in bed sound asleep. I refused to tell my mother what was going on. Several nights downstairs I would hear footsteps coming up the steps of the basement. That was usually my way of knowing it's time for bed. They would be so loud, like someone wearing heavy steel-toed boots was just taking their time walking up. There wasn't even a way to break in